can watch later. Okay, so see, so let me remind you guys what we are doing. Okay, we are talking about dimensions, or let's say dimension analysis. Joydeep also has joined. Joydeep is Rajdeep, no? Rajdeep. Hello Rajdeep, you are there, no Rajdeep? Hello Rajdeep. Vishwadeep also has joined, no? Vishwadeep, you are
Yes,
there?
sir.
Okay, see. Yeah, I was talking about, yeah, let's revise for certain time, okay? For 5-10 minutes we can give for revision, no problem with that. And then after that we will be so comfortable that we should not have any problem ahead, okay? So see, I told you what is dimension of any physical quantity, what is that last time, but let me revise that right now, okay? So see guys, oops, okay, see. I told you, this is the first thing, it's the most basic thing. In the entire physics, we have different branches, okay? We study motion, we study temperature or thermodynamics, we study about light. I told you we study about many different things in physics, okay? So we are talking about all the branches of physics. Now, what else I told you was this, okay? In any branch, or let's say in every branch of physics, we only need few fundamental quantities. I'm repeating again. In the entire branch of physics, we only need few fundamental quantities, and these fundamental quantities, they help us to derive other quantities. Okay, so from fundamental quantities we get something called derived quantities. Okay, example I'll give you again. If I'm talking about motion, in motion we talk about let's say distance, and when I divide, okay, in motion, when I divide distance by time, we get a quantity called speed. I think you are familiar with this. That's why I told you something right now, and that is this. See guys, distance is a fundamental quantity, time is a fundamental quantity. Because I am using distance by time, I am getting another quantity in physics which we call speed. So speed is something called, which is your derived quantity, whereas your distance is something that is not derived, but it is fundamental, okay? Like this, we have 7 quantities. First of all, of course, your distance is your fundamental quantity, your time is a fundamental quantity, even your even your mass, okay, even mass, I think you remember that, even your mass is your fundamental quantity. I'm going to write them again, don't worry about them, okay? So again, now if you check, okay, I can also write velocity, acceleration, I can have force, I can have momentum, all these, right? They're all derived by, you know what, they're all derived by mass, they all derive from length, that is your distance, they're all derived from time. So basically we only need what, you know, we need length, we need time, we need mass, and the entire motion can be studied because of these 3 different things we have: mass, length and time. So mass, length and time, I told you, becomes very, very fundamental quantities, or let's say very, very basic quantities for us, okay? Let me do that, let me write all of them again. So fundamental quantities, if you remember, we start with mass, very, very fundamental for us, basic quantities. Then we have length, if you remember, we have length. Then we have time, let me write again. This is just a revision for 5 minutes, okay guys? Then we will go ahead, okay? See, then after this, guys, can you remind me what else we have apart from these 3?
The amount of metal.
Amount of matter, let me write. Amount of matter, yes, that is also fundamental.
Current.
Yes.
Current.
Luminous intensity, current, yes. Luminous intensity, current.
So temperature.
Temperature, yes. These are 7. By the way, how many are there? 7, right? 7 fundamental quantities we have. These are the ones, okay? Yes. Apart from this, we have 2 more, right? Which you know, they are called angles, no?
Solid angle.
Solid. First one is plane angle, right?
Yes, sir.
Then next one is solid angle. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we have this 7 fundamental quantities. What is this called, guys? What is this called? Is it called fundamental quantities or supplement quantities? Supplementary quantities. Okay, fine. Now see, okay, those who are new and okay, you please take some time, okay, to process all these things, but don't worry, you'll get slowly, okay? Now these fundamental quantities, okay, we give them special name, okay, see, or symbols, okay? So instead of mass, I'm going to start writing capital M, and I'm going to give this brackets. That means I'm denoting a fundamental quantity, okay? And this is what we call as dimension. So every fundamental quantity, right, is going to give us something called dimension, and that is going to help us understand other physical properties, okay, or let's say quantities. Please check, okay, slowly you'll understand what is the meaning of dimension properly. Then length also, right? How do we write, guys, length? We write L, we write square brackets. That means we are talking again about dimension of a fundamental quantity, because only fundamental quantities we give them dimensions, okay. Then time, how do we write time, guys? T. Okay,
Capital T.
amount of matter, luminous intensity, current, and temperature. I'm not talking right now. We'll only use this three right now, okay? M, L, and T, mass, length, and time, okay? So we'll start. Please check whether you understand or not now. Suppose, okay, number one, again, I did it last time. I'll do it very fast, okay, guys? Please check. Those who are new, I think you will get some ideas. Please check, okay? See. So number one is, suppose I'm talking about displacement. I told you last time. Displacement, or let's say some distance, or let's say length, or let's say breadth, okay, B-R-E-A-D-T-H, or let's say height, H-E-I-G-H-T, or let's say width, or let's say even thickness, okay. In all of them, you know what, in all of these measurements, what do you think, guys? Displacement, distance, length, height, breadth, width, thickness. Do you understand? Their names are different, but fundamentally we are all going to use a scale, right, to measure the length or the height or the breadth, right? So can I say that all of them are different quantities, or all of them are same kind of quantities, guys? All of them.
Same.
All of them are not
Same
different.
kind of quantities.
Same kind, or let's say same type of quantities. Height and length are not different at all, okay? Height is not measured in seconds. No, you can say height is 10 seconds. No, that is not right, okay? You can say length is 10 kg. That is wrong. In all of them, what do we use, guys? What is the unit we use? We use meters, no, or centimeters. Length is 10 meters. Let's say breadth is 5 meters. Height is 10 centimeters, and so on. So every time, okay, it's like a measurement of length only, okay? So these are all measurements of length, and that's why check, okay? All of them are fundamentally which kind of quantity, guys, from here? All of them, are they measurement of current, temperature, or they are all measurement of length? They're all measurements of length.
Length.
So fundamentally, yeah, so fundamentally all of them have different dimension or same dimension?
Same
Same
dimension.
dimension. Same dimension.
All of them, they have same dimension, okay? So all of them, they have a dimension. If I ask you, what is the dimension of distance? See, when I give square brackets, no, I'm asking you what is the dimension. So fundamentally, what is distance? That is what I'm asking you, okay? Fundamentally, distance is what, guys?
Length.
Fundamentally, distance is length. Or in short, what do we write? We just write L. This is the dimensional formula. I'm repeating again. This is called the dimensional formula of distance. That is only L you have to write. This is called dimensional formula, okay? Those who are new, again, this is called dimensional formula. Okay, so I hope so. You have attended the last class. We should not have much problem. Still, I want to go through very quickly, okay, few of them. Suppose you are measuring, let's say, density. Density, okay. Tell me the formula for density, guys. Density formula is
Mass
mass by volume.
Mass
Okay,
by
let's use
volume.
that. Let's use that, okay. Mass by volume, okay. So now I'm going to ask you, okay. I'm asking you when I give the brackets like that, no? Am I asking you the formula for density? No. I'm asking you what is the dimension of the, density, okay? Dimension of density. That means I'm asking you on which fundamental quantities our density depends upon. And tell me, which are the fundamental quantities our density depends upon? Our density depends on the fundamental quantities like what and what? Mass.
Mass and length.
And volume depends on
Mass and
what?
length.
And volume depends on length.
Length.
Some length measurement. That's why I'm writing like this. See, guys, what is the dimension of mass? I'll write here dimension of mass, and dimension of volume I'm going to write here, okay? So let me just write density dimensions will be bracket, you have to give m, that is fundamentally your mass, divided by volume. Volume is what? L or L cube?
Cube.
L cube, because whenever you measure volume, you have to write meter cube as the unit, is the measurement of length into length into length. If you're measuring area, it is like meter square, it's like measuring length into length, and of course length is just simply meters, okay? I don't know who's calling. Anybody who's not able to join, let me quickly check, okay, who's calling. Oh yeah, Sanjay is not able to join. 1 second. Yes, hello. Yes, hello. Hello, yes. Sorry, के भन्नुभयो बुझेन, एक मिनट भन्नु. भन्नु yes, सञ्जय छ नि के यहाँ? नाम के थियो गरे उस्तो नामको? संभव संभव थिएन के नाम नाम थियो नाम के थियो नि स्टुडेन्टको संभव ओके ओके संभव छ कि छैन ग्रुपमा त जोइन गरेछ उसले अच्छा अच्छा हेलो संभव hello Sambhav, just 1 second, okay guys, one student. Hello Sambhav, you did not join today's class. But I have added you in the group. No, you check in the group. I have sent you a link of the Google Meet right now. Yes, that is the group. You join right now. I'll admit you. Okay. I have started already. You join. Yes. You click on that. You have Google Meet, no? You click on that link that I've given you from your phone. Yes.
Okay, first like in this group, right, sir?
From that group,
But it is not opening.
you try clicking that link.
I cannot type
Mhm. No need to type. Just click the link. Have you clicked the link?
Yes, sir. I clicked the link, but it is not opening.
Okay, please check in your phone you have Google Meet or not. Do you have Google Meet in your phone?
Just a second.
Yes. Once I'm taking class, okay. You please try, then you let me know in the message, okay? I'm taking the class. Yes.
No, I don't know.
Oh, you don't have. You have to install. Okay. You install and you try. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, this boy, this student doesn't have Google Meet, right? Okay, so sorry for wasting time there. Okay, see guys, then yeah, density is like that. That is the dimension of density. I'll quickly go to some other very quickly. Okay, guys, see, force. Can you remind me, guys? Force. What is the formula that you have come across force to calculate?
Mass into
Mass
acceleration.
into acceleration. Okay, we're still revising. Okay, guys, so please bear with me. I know you guys attended. So mass into acceleration. So now tell me. Okay, before that also, right? Acceleration. What is acceleration, guys, for us? Acceleration formula.
Meter per second
Rate
square.
of change of velocity
Rate of change of velocity. So delta V, change of velocity by time, no?
with respect to time.
With respect to time. Okay, fine.
Hmm.
Then yeah. So what is the dimension of acceleration? Can you tell me?
LT minus square.
LT
To the power minus
minus
T minus 2.
minus 2. Yes. Okay. Because yeah. Okay. Much before that also we have velocity, right? Velocity is LT minus 1. I think by now all of
LT
you are
minus 1.
clear with this, no? Because I asked you to watch the video, right? To come.
Yes,
No?
sir.
Is it clear for all of you?
Yes, sir.
Can I proceed, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so I'm just showing you force very quickly. Force, tell me guys, what is the formula? Mass into acceleration. Okay, so fundamentally our force dimension, no? On which fundamental quantities it depends? It depends on the dimension of mass and into dimension of acceleration. The square brackets I'm telling you again means dimension, okay? Today we'll do a lot of problems, okay? So yeah, so dimension of force will be equal to dimension of mass is fundamentally mass only, yes, m. Dimension of acceleration is L t minus 2, because we know mass is measured in kg and Lt minus 2 means meter per second square. No, this is what is force is, okay? So don't worry, we'll come to this all these things. Before I proceed, guys, anybody still having problem with dimensions? If you have watched the videos, those who are new, actually many are new, no, today. Guys, can I really proceed with dimensions?
Yes, sir.
Let me ask. Varun has joined today only, I think. Oh, Varun, are you clear with what I'm doing? Yes, Varun?
Yes, sir.
It's fine
I'm
if
clear.
okay, you're clear. No, Soumitra is clear. He was there. Sneha is today joined. No, Sneha? Okay, can't hear Sneha. Sangam was there. Salem was there last time. I do not know that. Salem is who actually?
Sir, me?
Oh, it is you. That is you. Okay. Raghav joined today, no?
Sir, me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Raghav, are you clear what I'm
What are you
doing?
talking about?
Raghav, are you okay with dimensions?
Yes, sir. I'm okay.
You're okay, no? Okay. Purnadhar is there. Purnadhar, yes. What about you? Purnadhar is
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then what about Mirazul? Mirazul is there, no? Not Mirazul, right? What I'm saying Mirazul. Biswadeep? Biswadeep are still
Sir,
there?
which Bishwadeep?
One Biswadeep is there, my student. But is he there?
Yes, sir.
Biswadeep is there, no?
Yeah, I'm here, sir.
Yes. Are you clear? Did you watch the
Yeah.
video I told you?
Yes, sir. I saw the window.
Okay, fine. So we are
Yes,
talking clear, no, with dimensions. Okay, fine. Then anybody having problem, please stop me. Okay. Okay. So I will tell you now what are we going to do, guys. Okay. Say we are going to go to our first application of your dimensions. That is, before the application, I'm going to teach you something called principle of homogeneity of dimensions. Very, very simple idea. Don't worry, it's very simple. You will understand what I'm talking about. Okay, say, I'm going to write something and then you tell me whether it's clear or not. Okay, say, if I write half, if I write half mv square, okay, guys, please tell me what is this? What is half mv square?
Formula for kinetic energy.
Formula for
Kinetic
kinetic
energy.
energy. Okay, this is energy. Everybody's clear with that. Energy, fine. If a body is moving, it will have so much kinetic energy. Okay. Then, can I do this or not? Can I add with m into g into h? What is this, guys? What is this? This
Formula
is
for potential.
What is the
Potential
formula for
energy.
potential energy?
okay. Now let me ask you. This is also energy, kind of energy. This is also a type of energy, right? Both are type of energy. Okay. And I have a plus in between, right? So my question is, can we add them or not? Can we add them or not?
Yes, sir. We can.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We can, because
Yes, sir, we can.
yeah, because one is energy, the other one is also energy. I should be able to add them, okay? And then let me tell you why also, okay? Because fundamentally these are different or they are same type of quantities. Fundamentally they are same type of quantities, okay? Because
Same
of
type of
yeah,
quantity.
because of that also I'm going to say that they have same dimensions, okay? Let's check, okay? Let's check. See, let's check once, okay? No problem. So I'm going to write dimension of half mv square. Mv square. I'm going to write the dimension of that. I'm also going to write the dimension of m into g into h. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so yeah, tell me. The dimension of half mv square, that is dimension of kinetic energy, equals to dimension of half into dimension of mass into dimension of velocity square. I'm just checking dimensions, okay? I'm going to do the same thing here. Dimension of mass, dimension of acceleration due to gravity, dimension of height. Okay, let's check. Okay, for the first one, half, I told you last time, right? Half is a number, right? It is not a quantity. Half is not a quantity. It is not fundamentally dependent on any quantity. Okay, so tell me, half has dimension or it has no dimension?
It has no dimension.
It has no dimension.
No dimension.
Half has no dimension.
No
Yes. What about this mass here? What is the dimension of mass? Small m is mass, no? Fundamentally m. Yes, so I'm writing m. Tell me the dimension of velocity, guys. It is
Velocity.
LT minus
LT minus 1 meter per second, length by time, distance by time, no? Or let's say displacement by time. So L by T, displacement by time means length by time. Yeah, we have this one, okay? Now we just erase them and we write again, okay? But of course, we have velocity. This is velocity. We have to write square, no? Because we have velocity and we have square. So we have velocity square, okay? Let's very quickly do it, no problem. So we have m, we have L square, and we have T minus 2, okay? I'm just putting the powers to L. I have put the power to L and I've put power to T minus 1. So T minus 1 has become T minus 2. L to the power 1 has become L to the power squared. Okay, so we have this. So we got the dimension of what, guys? We have got the dimension of kinetic energy. Okay, now we are going to calculate, or let's say find the dimension of potential energy. Let's check. Okay, so dimension of mass is m only. G is acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration is like meter per second square. Meter per second square is like distance per unit time squared, like that. This is your acceleration dimensions. Okay, those who are not clear, you can still ask me. Okay, and then height. What is height, guys? What is the dimension of height?
length.
Length, yes, length. Okay, so let's arrange them now. See, I have m, so I'm writing m. I have L here, I have L here, so it becomes L square. I have T to the power minus 2, I have T to the power minus 2. So what do you notice, guys? Check. The dimension of kinetic energy and the dimension of potential energy, it is same. So can I add them or not? Can I add them or not?
Yes, sir. You can.
Yes, you can add them. If I add them, now you tell me, what will I get? I'll get energy or total energy?
Total energy.
Total energy.
Total
Okay.
energy.
So one thing is clear from you. Okay. Let me just tell you something. If the dimension of both were not same, will you be able to add them or cannot add them?
Cannot add them.
Add them.
Yeah. This has dimension of energy. This was dimension of energy. Even this is dimension of energy. Each and every term should have same dimension. Then the formula is correct. Otherwise, the formula cannot be correct. Okay. I'll show you another case. Don't worry. You'll get me what I'm trying to say. See. Please check this one. Okay. In class 9, I do not know how much you still remember. Okay. You must have forgotten. I'm going to bring one formula. Please check. Okay. there's a formula which looks like this. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay.
AT square.
Yeah, this one. All of you must
Yes,
have
sir.
seen. Surely. Okay, now you tell me one by one. Okay. Tell me what is S, guys. What is S?
Distance.
Distance or displacement?
Displacement.
Displacement.
Displacement. Displacement.
Displacement. Displacement. Okay. What is U here?
Initial velocity.
Initial velocity. Yes.
Initial
Initial
velocity.
velocity. Yes. Good. Okay. T is what? Time.
Time.
Half. I don't have to talk about half right now. A is
Acceleration.
T is time again. Okay. Now you tell me. Do you agree this formula is correct or not correct?
Correct, sir.
Okay.
Correct.
But of course, we have to use this only when acceleration is constant. No, otherwise we cannot use this. Okay. Don't worry about that. But this formula is like that. Okay. Now you tell me. How many terms we have? Let's check the terms. Okay. This S is a term here. Ut is a term. Even this half at square is a term. So there are three terms in this equation or formula that we have. Okay. Three terms. Now each of them. Okay. Each of them they should have same dimensions. Otherwise, this formula is not correct. Okay. So we are going to check that now. Okay. So we'll check that. Let's check one by one. Okay. Tell me the dimension of the first term S. How much? What is the dimension, guys? Displacement.
L.
L. Displacement is like length. Okay. Yeah. Fundamentally like length. Second dimension I'll check for U. Not only U. Okay. UT we have to check. So U and T. This is the term I'm using. Okay. UT. Waiting, guys. What is the dimension of U? I have to write dimension of T. Okay. So
T.
please check. Tell me what is the dimension of U, guys? U is velocity.
L, sir.
LT minus.
LT minus
L.
1. And then dimension of time I have to write. What is that? T. Right?
T.
So what is the overall dimension we get from here?
L.
Only L.
Minus T.
Because this is t to the power minus 1, this is t to the power plus 1, we get 0, no? T to the power 0.
Only 5.
T to the power 0 means gone, okay? So you remove that, no? So only L. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now check, okay? Then we have ut, then we have, the last term is half at square. So let's check that also, okay? Half dimension I must write, yes, then I must write the dimension of a, then I must write the dimension of t square, but half doesn't have a dimension, so I can forget about that. Acceleration dimension I'm going to write, that is L t minus 2.
T minus 2.
And this is t, so this is going to be t, right? So t means time, but I have a square there like that, okay? So now you tell me, overall what will I get from here?
L.
Only
LT.
L. T will get or not?
yeah.
Only L,
But
okay.
T will nullify.
T will, yes, T will be gone from there, no? So check, now you tell me. Dimension of S is L, dimension of UT is also L, and dimension of this is also L.
L.
So now do you agree that each term, right? Each term in this expression, they have same or different dimensions?
The same dimension.
Same dimensions.
Same
yes.
dimensions.
So I will comment on something now. Okay, I can comment that the formula given to us, the expression given to us is dimensionally correct. Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
I can call it what? How correct, guys? We can call it
Dimensionally.
dimensionally correct. Is it fully correct? We do not know. Okay, we cannot say that, but at least I can say this is what dimensionally it looks okay, right? Dimensionally I can say every term looks okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now check something. Okay. Suppose I had a formula which looks like this. Okay. St equals to u plus half at cube. Suppose. Okay. Suppose I write like that. Obviously, you have never seen a formula like that. Okay. There's no formula like that only. Let me tell you directly. Okay. And let me tell you what will happen. Suppose let me put t also there. Okay. Now I'll tell you what is going to happen. Okay. See, if I put a formula which looks like this. Suppose. Automatically, right? Tell me what will happen. Will the dimension of this and dimension of this and dimension of this be same or not same?
So they should be the same.
Huh? No, I've changed the formula. Look nicely.
Not same. No, sir.
It is not going to be same. It is same only for this way, right? This when it looks like this, can the dimension be same or cannot be same? Definitely. Okay. If you want me to give a very bad number, I can give another number here. Let me give you a 10 to the power t to the power 100. Now tell me, do you agree the dimension will match or not match?
So will not match.
No chance. Dimension of this will not be equal to that, and dimension of this will be not equal to that. And you know what is my conclusion? See, my conclusion is this. This is wrong. I'm not going to say dimensionally wrong, but I can directly say that it is fully wrong. Can you understand my point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because no chance it can be correct. But this one is at least what correct, guys? This is at least dimensionally
Dimensionally correct.
correct. Yeah, but this one, what do you think, guys? Is correct or fully wrong?
Fully wrong.
Fully no chance at all. No chance at all that this formula can be correct because the dimensions are not matching. You can say that yeah, it is fully wrong. Okay, guys, can I proceed? Is it okay what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is principle of homogeneity of
So I have
dimension?
a question.
Yes, please.
So in that sense, like every formula in physics is dimensionally correct.
Yes, exactly. If it is not dimensionally correct, no chance that is correct.
Oh,
You learned
okay.
that in class 11 and 12.
Yes,
Okay,
okay,
okay.
everything. Okay, so yes, please ask me like that. Okay, please do that. Okay, guys, please excuse the student who's asking the question. Okay, please don't be angry at the students who are asking the questions.
sir.
No, okay, yes. Okay, see, then let's talk about. So, what is the meaning of homogeneity? First of all, let me tell you that. See, what is the meaning of homogeneity? I'll tell you. Okay, homogeneity means same, right? Yes or no? That means if we have something here, we have something called principle of homogeneity of dimension. That means in an expression every term should have same dimension. Look here, that is what is written. See, the principle of homogeneity states that every dimension, or let's say dimension of each terms, okay, every term of a equation should be what? Should be same. So it is true. Okay, it has to be like that. Okay, it has to be same all the time. Okay, if it is true, we are going to say the equation is what, guys? Look at this statement. Equation is dimensionally correct. But if the terms they do not have same, if the dimensions are not same, then you are going to call it equation is wrong. You don't have to call it dimensionally incorrect. You simply can call it is surely going to be wrong. Okay, now let's try to understand why we call it dimensionally correct. Okay, see, try to understand this. We got s equals to ut plus half at square. I'll give you another one. S equals to half ut plus half at square. Suppose I've given you two formulas. Okay, now you decide. Tell me, first formula is correct or the second formula is correct? Which one?
The first one is correct.
First one is correct.
First.
Okay,
First one.
first one is correct, obviously, right? But look at the second one. Do you agree that the second one is correct or dimensionally correct?
Dimensionally correct.
Correct.
The second one is dimensionally correct. It is not fully correct. Okay, it is not fully correct, but at least I can say it is dimensionally correct. That is my point. Can you understand the difference?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is dimensionally correct, this is dimensionally correct, but if you really look, this is not a correct formula to be exact. Okay, but at least this is dimensionally correct. Okay, so that's why we are not allowed to say correct. No, we cannot just say correct. We have to use the word whether it is dimensionally correct or not. Okay, so that is one point. Okay, now we are going to go to application. Okay, please check what are the applications we have. I'm going to speak slowly now. So see, application of dimensions, we have three right now. We will use the dimension knowledge, okay, to convert from one system of units to the other system of units. This is the first one we are going to start off with. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. Any doubts in between, please ask me. I'm going to go up slow a bit now. That is not this one. Where is that? This one. Okay, to convert one physical quantity from one to another units. Okay, let me help you out with this. Okay, see guys, what do I mean by this will be clear by this example. Okay, see guys, suppose I tell you, write 5 meters, okay, and convert into centimeters. So what will I get, guys? 500.
So 5 into 2 10 to the
Okay, let's say
power
500
minus 2.
centimeters, right? Let's say without power right now. So this is correct, right? This is a conversion or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Converted from which to which unit? From SI unit to
CGS.
Yes, because we are using centimeter for length. Okay, I hope so by now you are clear, no, with CGS and SI units. Okay, so that is important.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we have this one. Okay, let's try to understand. Okay, what else we can have here? See, instead of 500 centimeters, you will also agree I can also write 5000 millimeter. That is also correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so now check. I'll do something. Okay, I'll rub this right now, not important. I'll just use these two. Please check. Can I say that this is a measurement of length, right? It's a measurement of length. So this is, let's say, L equals to 5 meters, or let's say 500. They are both same. They are not different. They look different, but they are same. Okay, now check. See, do you agree I can write? This is a measurement. This is a measurement. This measurement that we have has two parts. I'm going to talk about that now. Okay, it has two parts. This measurement also has two parts. Let's try to break it. Okay, check. The first part is this number that we have, we call it numerical value. This is called numerical value. This 500 is also a numerical value, check, okay? Both are numerical values. 500 is also numerical value, 50 is also, 5 is also a numerical value, okay? Now what is this numerical value? But actually the first one is a numerical value in this unit. So this is the second part. Every measurement has going 2 parts, I told you. One is going to be the numerical value and one will be the unit. Can you understand the 2 parts?
Yes, sir.
Yes, look at this also, right? This is also what? Measurement, right? This is a numerical value and this centimeter is the unit. So every measurement is going to have 2 parts, just now I told you. It should come with some numerical value and it should come with units, okay? You can already see in the second one I have a smaller unit, right? What kind of unit is centimeter, guys? Smaller unit or bigger unit compared to meters?
Smaller unit. So smaller.
Whenever I have a smaller unit, it is going to be accompanied with a bigger numerical value. Can you understand? Right?
Yes, sir.
And look at the other one. Meter is a bigger unit or smaller unit?
Bigger
Bigger unit.
Bigger
It is
unit.
going to be together with what kind of numerical value?
Smaller.
Smaller numerical. If you choose a bigger unit, you'll have smaller numerical value. But if you choose a smaller unit, you'll have bigger numerical value. I think this part is clear, right? Okay. Now check.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to give some notations to this. Okay, please check. Then our whole idea will become much more easy. Okay, please check. So these are length measurement. I'm going to write like this. Okay, please guys see. I'm going to say that N1 is the numerical value in the first unit and U1 is our first unit, that is meters. Okay, is it clear? Check. I'm going to use some notations, that's it. Okay,
Yes, sir.
N2 is a numerical value in the second unit and our second unit is what? Centimeters.
Centimeter.
Are you clear? What is N1 and N2 is clear, I think, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if I ask you what is the first unit, I'm asking you what is U1, which is that? What is that? Meters. If I ask you what is the second unit, you are going to say the second unit is centimeter. And you know corresponding numerical values are N1 and N2. Okay, yeah. Now, okay, suppose, okay, yeah, after this, can I write that the numerical value of the first, in the first unit into the unit is equal to numerical value in the second unit times the second unit. I think it's clear, right? Check.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This and this should be same, no? Just like this. It's same, right? Check. Anybody having doubts, please ask me, okay? It's clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Because 5 meters is equal to 500 centimeters. That means N1, N2 is equal to, sorry, N1, U1 is equal to N2, U2. I think I can use this, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now check, please check, okay? Please check. See now. From here, I can do this, okay? I can write N2 is equal to, check, okay? N1, then I can write U1 by U2. Can I do this? Please check. From here.
It's the
The
Yes, sir.
the U2,
Yes,
the
sir.
U2 is going
Yes,
to the
sir.
other side, no? The U2 is going down there, okay? So below the unit number 1, no? So now you must understand why or where are we going to use this, okay? Suppose I tell you, okay, the question. Look at the question, then you'll understand everything, okay? Suppose, convert, I'll give you the question, okay? See, I tell you convert 5 meters, let me give you again, same question, okay? 5 meters into centimeters. You know what are the informations I'm giving you? Check, okay? What is this? This is a measurement in which units? Meters.
meter.
Okay? But I want you to tell me the measurement in which unit?
Centimeters.
Okay. Do you agree? I have already told you the first unit is meters.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You will also agree with me. I have given the numerical value in the first unit.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
You
sir.
will also agree with me that I've also given you the second unit, right?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Okay. So I will show you now that, yeah, but what is not given? What we have to calculate? What do you need to find out, guys?
N2.
N2. We don't know, yeah. We don't know how many times of centimeter is there, so we don't know what is N2. Right? If I tell you what is N2, then there's nothing to do here, right? Because you have already converted, no? Okay. So do you understand that I can use this formula to calculate what? Check. N2.
N2.
To calculate the numerical value in the second unit, it's like you already are converting it, okay? So let's do it once very quickly, okay? Then I'll show you exactly how do we use for dimensions, okay? Please check. not difficult at all. So I'm going to start like this. Okay, see, n2 is equal to, I'm applying this right now. I must write the numerical value in the first system, and what is that, guys? 5. Agree, right? Check.
Yes.
I'm solving for this problem right now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is clear. No, 5. That the numerical value in the first system. Tell me what is the unit in the first system? Unit.
Meters.
Meters. Okay, so meter. So instead of meter, I can also write 1 meter. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I should divide by what?
Yes,
I should
sir.
divide
Centimeters.
by unit 2. Centimeters. Dividing by centimeters like dividing by 1 centimeter. No, I think same, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So n2 will be equal to 5 times of, now you know what, I need to find numerical value. Okay. Now you tell me, this numerical value should have any units or it should be only a number?
It
Only
should
be a
be a
number.
number.
Because we are calculating numerical value, so there should not be any units, right? That means the meter and the
Yes, sir.
centimeter somehow should cancel out. Okay. And for that is very simple right now, you already know. Tell me guys, what should I do? In place of 1 meter, what can I write?
Convert meters
Convert
to
centimeters.
centimeters.
Divide by,
1 centimeter.
yeah, so I can just cancel it like that, right? And I am going to get how much, guys? 500. So now I'm clear, right? So 5 meters, not 50, not 500. So 5 meters is equal to 500 centimeters. Okay, I already knew what is U2. I already knew what is unit number 1. I already knew the numerical value in the first unit. I was only about to find the numerical value in the second unit. Okay, so we have done it using this one. Okay, so I'm going to show you now. This is your normal process. Okay, this is what you do, right? Now I'm going to show you using dimensions, how do we do it. Okay, so please try to understand this. I'm going to start off with an example here. Yeah, okay, I'm going to start with this example. Okay, see guys, so yeah, I'm going to write this formula also, don't worry about this, it's simple. So see, so we will talk about this first question, that is, you're using dimensions. Okay, using dimensions, we have to convert this measurement and into meters per second. Look at the measurement. Okay, you can already guess what is what. See guys, this is our measurement. We know what is the numerical value. N1 is clear, right? What is N1, guys, here?
1.
1. That's the numerical value in the first unit. So N1 is 1. Okay, which one is the first unit? Kilometer
Kilometers per hour.
per hour. That's our first unit. Okay, that is also clear. I think you are clear that this is our second unit or not? Meters per second.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Meters per second. Okay, so second unit is meters per second. So what is unknown to us, guys? What is unknown?
N2.
The numerical value in the second unit. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a question and tell me whether it's clear or not. Okay, see, the question is, why it is coming two times my voice, right? Let me check the here. Can you hear me two times? No? Somebody's mic is on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear 2 times.
Oh, even me, I can hear two times. You can switch off the mic, okay, in between. Otherwise, I'll hear myself two times, right? Okay, see. So, yeah. So, how do we use dimensions? Let me just show you, okay. I'm going to write the formula again to calculate N2. I think you are clear. We're converting, so we have to know the numerical in second unit, okay. So, you can tell me the formula. So, the formula is N1. I must write a U1 divided by
U1 by U2.
U2, okay. But I'm going to show you why or how we can use dimensions, okay. Let me just show you that. See, guys. Tell me whether you agree or not, okay. The dimension of meter per second and the dimension of kilometer per hour, what do you think? Fundamentally they are different or fundamentally they are same quantities?
Same
Sir,
quantity.
they are the same.
Same
So
quantity.
the dimension of this and dimension of this will be same. Okay. Okay, you can check also, check. Okay, I'll just write here. So basically what I'm doing is this, see guys. So N2, I'm going to start writing now the main formula, okay. N1, we'll use this, but now as you know, right, we have to use dimensions, okay. So I'm bringing dimensions now, say. I will write here, too big, let me just make it small. I will write here, let's go slow, okay, don't be in a hurry, let's not be in a hurry. N2 equals to N1, check, okay, I'm writing here, M1 by M2, don't worry, I'll tell you what is happening here, A, L1 by L2, B, T1 by T2 to the power C. I'll tell you what is what, okay, see. This is a general formula right now, see. You will agree that in place of U1, I have written M1, L1 and T1. In place of U2, I have written M2, L2 and T2. I'll tell you what is what, okay. M1 represents, I'm repeating again, M1 represents unit of mass in the first system, or let's say in the first unit. Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because see, our first unit may have mass, right? May have kg. Our first unit may have length in meters, maybe. Our first unit may have time, seconds. The second unit will also have, let's say, grams. The second unit may have centimeter. The second unit may have what? Seconds. Do you agree that we have, yeah, some units in the first system? Yes, of course. In the second system also we have units. We have some units of mass. We have some units of length. We have some units of time. That is what I'm going to write here. Okay, see guys. The step is this. Just check. So what is this m, guys? You have to tell me again. You have to understand and tell me what is m. M1 actually. What is M1?
Mass.
Mass. But actually it is mass or unit of mass?
Unit of mass.
Yeah, M1
Unit
is
of mass.
M1 is unit of mass in which system?
Yes.
In the first system, okay?
SI.
Yeah. And what is M2? Unit of mass is in the second system. Do you notice I've given them different powers or same powers?
Different.
Different.
Different. Different or same? Check.
Same.
Mass in one unit and mass in the other unit.
Same power.
Okay,
Same power.
Can you convert kg and then will you get gram or gram square? When I convert kg, will you get into grams?
Gram.
Will you get gram or gram square? Gram.
Gram.
No chance you will get gram square. Yes. So the power, if it is mass is 1, after conversion also the power should be 1. Okay. That's why I have given a common power. It's a general formula. No, the power can be anything. Okay. So I'm just writing A here. Don't worry, you will get what I'm trying to say. Okay. Let's come back to the next one. See guys. So when I write like this, what is L, guys? Now you tell me what is L. L1.
Unit of
Length.
first
Unit of
system.
length in
The
HL.
first system, yes. And what is this?
Unit of
Unit of
second system.
Unit of length in the second system.
In the second system. Okay, you got it. Okay. So yeah, only once. Okay. This time we are doing in detail. So I'm going a bit slow. Oops. Okay. Then of course T, right? T is what, guys? T is the unit of time in the first system and T2 is the unit of time in the second system. Okay. Let's really apply this in our problem that we have right now, the first problem. Okay. Let's really do it. See guys. So I am writing this one here. Question is convert 1 kilometer per hour. Okay. So let's check. See. We already have all the information here, by the way. Check. Okay. We have the information about the powers also. Okay. So let's apply one by one. Okay. Please check. See. So I've written it. I've written the basic formula. You can check. I'm going to use this now, knowledge of dimensions, and we're going to apply. Okay. I hope you're clear with the formula, guys. Please check. Are you clear with the formula? I've written here now. Our job was to find N2. Okay. So let's apply this now. See, guys. You will all agree that N1 is how much in the first system? It is 1. So in place of N1, I have written 1. Unit of mass in the first system, unit of mass in the second system. Please look at this. This is our unit, kilometer per hour. Unit number 2, meter per second. Do we have anything about mass or nothing about mass in both the measurements?
Nothing about mass.
There's nothing mass here, right? Meter is length, second and hour is time. So instead of writing anything in place of M1 and M2, the power is how much with mass?
Zero.
That means in the first unit we don't have mass, in the second unit also we don't have mass.
Mass.
I think you're clear with this, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's look at length. In the
Yes,
length,
sir.
yeah, in the length, in the first unit, what is the unit of length in this first unit? Check.
Kilometer.
So check.
Kilometer.
Per hour.
No, only length, only length.
Kilometers.
Kilometer. So in place of L1, what I've written here?
1 kilometer.
1 kilometer, because unit means 1, no? So 1 kilometer, okay. Then of course, in the L2, what is L2? L2 is the unit of length in the second system.
Meter.
Meters.
1 meter.
So in place of L2, I've written here, in place of L2, I've written here
1 meter.
1 meter, okay. Now
1
check.
meter.
This is B represents what? B represents power with length, right?
Yes, sir.
So what is the power of length here? Tell me, kilometer to the power how much?
1.
That's
One.
why,
Minus
I've written
one.
1 or
No,
minus
one,
1?
yeah, one.
1. So that's why what have I written here, guys?
1.
Length
One.
to the power 1, okay? Yes. Then let's look at the time lastly, okay? So time. Tell me the unit of time in the first system, this one.
Hour.
Is it hour or hour minus 1?
Hour minus
No, think again. Time. Time is measured in hour minus 1 or time is measured in hours?
Hours.
Hours. So T1 is what? Unit of time.
time.
So unit of time, can it be hour inverse or just the hours?
Just hours.
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 It is measurement of time, but it is measured in hours. So I have hours written here. Can you understand? Check.
Yes.
T1 is the unit of time in the first system. It is hours. I have written hours. Okay. Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tell me unit of time in the second system. Is it second minus 1 or the seconds?
Second.
Seconds. How can it be second minus 1? No, so I have written seconds here. Okay, but tell me, what is the power with time in both of them?
Minus
Minus 1.
one.
That's why I have written here minus 1. Okay, so now we have that. Okay. Now don't forget we are converting. That means only one thing we have to know. Okay, we already know the first unit, second unit. The only thing we have to know is N2, and that is what we are moving forward to calculate. N2, numerical value in the second unit. Okay. 1 is 1 only, so I have nothing to do, but check. This is going to be how much, guys? M to the power 0. 1, right?
1.
Anything to the power 0 is 1. So this entire thing is 1. 1 into 1 is 1 only. So I don't need to write that 1 also. Okay. It should be 1 only there. So I don't need to write. Okay. I hope you understand this part. Okay. I'll send you all the notes. Okay. See now. Let's convert now this thing. See, guys. Tell me now. I don't want any units. So I have to convert one to the other. Okay. So in place of this kilometer, you will agree, right? In place of this 1 kilometer, what can I write, guys? 1000. So we have meters. I'm writing meters. Yes. Okay. In place of this one, see, okay, first I'm changing it. In place of minus 1 hour by second, you'll agree, right? I can convert now. Take inverse.
Yes, sir.
Hour by second, because of this minus 1 has become what? Second by hour. I hope you're clear with this. I'm doing a bit fast, but I think you're clear. Hour by second has become second by hour because of that minus power 1 minus 1. Okay, I think you're clear. No, yeah, let's convert now again. Okay, now obviously this meters and meters cancel. We want to get rid of units because I'm calculating numerical value. Please remember that. Okay, then hours can be replaced by seconds by multiplying 60 into 60. So of course seconds and seconds get cancelled. So I have 1000 by 60 into 60. Okay, 1000 by 60 into 60 is like 10 by 36. 10 by 36 is like writing 0.28. I'm sure you can do it later when you try. Okay, that means we got N2, right? We got it, 0.28 without any units. So now I'm ready to talk. Okay, what I did, look here. 1 kilometer per hour is equal to how much now, guys? You tell me. This was N1, this was U1 equals to N2 U2, right? So tell me now, waiting. Yes, how much we got numerical value just now?
0.28.
What is our second unit? Meters per second. So this is what you are going to do to convert from one system to the other system. You have to calculate what is N2 by the formula which one? N2 equals to N1 unit 1 by unit 2. But of course, because you are using dimensions, you have to write the dimensions of all mass units, length units and time units. Okay, don't worry, when you practice it should be clear. Okay, so I think the first one is very easy and I think it's okay. Without dimensions also you could have done this, right? Okay, I'm sure you could have done this. Okay, can we practice one more very quickly if you're okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go to newtons and dynes and then joules into ergs. Okay, fine, let's go to that. Okay, let's do this one. See, guys, so suppose they ask you, okay, convert newtons into dynes. Those who are new, those who do not know what is this, okay, let me just help you out. What is 1 Newton, guys? 1 Newton is like writing 1
kg meter per second square.
kg meter square. Oh, sorry, meter per second square. Yes. Dynes is how much? Who can tell me what is dynes, guys? It is SI or CGS?
CGS.
SI is this, right? So we
CGS.
have CGS. So what is dynes? Tell me, guys, now. Yes.
Gram centimeter per second.
Gram, very good. Gram, I think I'm writing G only. Gram centimeter second per second square. This is known as dynes. Those who do not know, please remember this is called dynes and this is called newtons. Okay, kg per meter per second square. Okay, suppose I ask you to convert 1 Newton into dynes. What I'm asking you, let me show you. See, convert 1 newtons into dynes. You'll agree what information we already have. Do I have N1 information? Yes. The numerical value in the first system is 1. Unit is in the first system is this one. What is this? This is the second unit, right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. In place of this, I can anytime, you know, I'm going to replace now the newtons by whatever I have said. It is kg meter per second square, and this is gram centimeter per second square. Yeah, so these are the units. Okay, yeah, this is the unit number 1, this is the unit number 2. Numerical value, let me write it again. Numerical value here is 1. Okay, so tell me guys, how will we do it? Help me out. First step, write the formula, no?
Yes, sir.
N2.
Yes, sir.
So tell me N2 formula, waiting.
N1
N1.
U1 by U2.
N1.
U1 by U2. Okay, I can
U1
skip
by
that.
U2.
I can skip that. I can skip that. I can skip that.
M1 by M2.
Very good. M1 by M2 to the
M1
power
by M2 to the power A.
A. Okay.
A.
Then
L1
L1
by
by
N1 by
L1
L1 by
by
L2 to
L2
the power
B,
B.
yes, and then T1 by
T1 by
T1 by T
power
to the
C.
power
Yeah.
C.
Okay, let's identify. Okay, let's identify now. Okay, so this is, I think you are clear. Okay, N2 equals to N1. Now let's start putting the values. Okay, so tell me N1 how much? 1.
One.
Okay.
1.
Then next M1. M1 is the unit of mass in the first system. Who's that?
It's
Kg. Kg or let's write 1 kg, right? The unit of mass in the first system is this kg, right? Check.
1 kg.
Newtons means kg. Okay, we have to use now. Okay, fine. Divide by. Tell me guys. Divide by.
Gram.
1 gram. 1 gram. To the power. How much power should I give? What do you think?
1.
1. Yes. Kg to the power 1. Gram to the power 1. Yes. Okay. Then length units.
1 meter.
1 meter.
1
Divided by.
1 centimeter.
Very good. To the power. To the
Centimeter.
power. To the power.
1.
Very good. Okay. Yes. Let's go for seconds. 1 second by.
By 1
In
second.
both CGS and
minus
yeah.
2.
Okay, to the power minus 2. In both CGS and SI, the unit of time is seconds only, no? So nothing to convert there. To the power minus 2. Okay, let's really solve this one. Okay, very simple, don't worry. So N2 is equal to how much, guys? Now tell me. 1 kg means 1000
1000
gram by gram to the power 1, so I don't have to do anything. 100 centimeter by 1000 centimeter by 1 centimeter
1 centimeter.
to the power 1. I don't have to do anything. 1 second divided by 1 second is how much, guys? 1, no?
1.
To the power how much? Minus 2. Doesn't matter, right? 1 to the power minus 2 is also how much equal to? 1, right?
1.
Okay, anything to the power 1 is 1 only, no?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes,
we
sir.
have that. Okay, yeah. So we have now N2 equals to, this is how much, guys? This is 1000, right? You'll agree? 1000 into, what is this? Into 100. Can I write it as, can I write it 10 to the power 5?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, 10 to the power 5. Okay, so we are ready to write something now. Okay, so tell me what have we got? We got N1, U1 must be equal to N2, U2. So tell me, what have we converted, guys? 1
1 kg
meter per second square is equal to 10 to the power how much?
10 to the power 5
5 gram centimeter second minus 2.
centimeter per
Yes,
second square.
yes, okay. So, yes. How did I get 10 to the power 5? Because see, this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, right? So 5 zeros. 5 zeros is like writing 10 to the power 5, no? Okay. So because of this, right? So instead of writing, of course, I will not write like that. I'll tell you how to write, no? Will we write like that or will we write 1 newtons? Therefore, 1 Newton equals to 10 to the power 5
1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power 5 times.
dynes. So we have converted. I think this is clear. Okay. So suppose, okay, they ask you to convert not 1 newtons, but they ask you to convert 20 newtons. You know, only thing change will here, see guys. In place of N1 equal to 1, I'll write here how much, guys? 20. So now you're not converting 1 newtons, now you're converting 20 newtons. Yes, okay, but I think you got the idea, right? Later I'll give you as a practice for that. But guys, are you clear how to convert?
Yes, sir.
How to convert using dimensions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, at this point, okay, new students, anybody having any problem here? My old students, I'm sure they're okay.
No, sir.
No, no? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Then it's fine. Varun is fine. Varun?
Yes, sir.
It's all right. Okay, you understand. No? Okay, fine. Let's practice one more. Okay, I'll show you. That is not difficult. 1 joules and ergs. Okay, so I have to tell you what is joules, and then I have to tell you what is ergs. Then I will try to convert. Okay, we'll do for 1. Later you can practice for some other numbers. Okay, so let's do that. See, 1 joule and erg. Okay, so let me write it down. See, guys. So question is, we have to convert 1 joules into some other units, that is your CG units, CGS units, that is your ergs. Okay, you can write 1 ergs. Okay, So which one is a smaller unit? Which one is a bigger unit, guys? Can you identify which one is bigger unit?
Erg is
Erg is smaller.
Org is smaller because it is CGS. CGS are smaller units. Yes. Okay. And joule is a big unit. Okay. Fine. So let's now see. You will agree with me that they have given N1. Please identify N1.
1.
Yes, sir.
1.
1.
Yes. U1. Unit number 1.
Two.
Joules.
Joules.
Who can tell me what is joules actually?
SI unit of work and energy.
Work energy. Okay. So how to write it? kg.
kg meter square per second square.
kg
Very good. kg meter.
meters per second square.
Meter square per second.
meter square per second
Meter
square.
square per second square. Yes. Okay. So that is your joules. Okay. Now very easily you can tell me also what is ergs. See guys. Okay. Unit number 2 is what? Ergs. Now you tell me. Ergs will look almost like this.
Gram.
Okay. Yeah.
Per second square.
Gram centimeter square per second
Centimeter
square.
squares. Yes. Very good. So you got this. Okay. But do I know N2 or we don't know N2?
You don't know
We
anything.
don't know N2.
So
So
we don't
let's
know.
let's start. Okay. So okay, I'll do like this. I'll wait for you guys. Okay. This one I'm going to take 5 minutes break. You take 5 minutes. Okay. Then don't go anywhere. Okay. Because I'll be here only. Okay. Please try. Please try. I'm waiting. Okay. Okay. Try. I'm waiting. If anybody wants to know the formula, you can ask your friend also if you've forgotten in between. Okay. I am waiting. You have to convert. So I'll help you out. This is my help. Okay. Fine N2. My bad. Okay. Very small help. Okay. Please please do it. Okay. Try. Take out. I hope you're not in bed, right? You're not sleeping and doing, right? Are you sleeping?
sir.
No. Okay. Then you take out your pen and copy and do. I'll be here. I'll take a break. I'll roam and come back. Okay, guys. Huh? It's fine, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Start. Yes. Okay, if anybody wants to tell me the answer. N2 is equal to?
10 to the power 7.
10 to the power 7.
So 10 to the power 7.
Okay, 10 to the power 7, yes. So our final answer will be therefore 1 joules
1 joules.
is equal to
10 to the power 7
10 to the 7. So we have converted, yes, okay, we have converted, okay. I'll show you a different type of problem now, okay. Guys, all of you are ready to go to the next one,
Yes,
next slide.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anybody who's not ready? Anybody who's not ready? Okay, I think then all of you are ready. Okay, next let's do a different type, but you have to understand it. Okay, what are they asking and what we have to do? We have to understand. Okay, see, if I tell you, where's that? Here, no? See, if I tell you already, okay, our first system. See, our first system is SI system. If I tell you our second system is CGS system, you already know. Unit of mass, length and time, unit of mass, length and time. What is the unit of mass, guys, in our first system? Unit.
kg.
Kg. 1 kg. Let's say 1 kg. Okay? Yeah. Length. 1
Meters.
meter. 1 meter. Time.
1 second.
You are clear with this? Okay? Yeah. 1 gram.
1 gram.
Gram.
1 centimeter.
Centimeter.
And
Meter.
1 second.
Second.
1 second. Suppose I have a third system also. Okay? Third system. I call it, name of the system is system X, okay? You understand? This is a new system, okay? Let's call it a new system. Because we can have many systems, right? CGS system, SI system, I can have some other systems also, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this point is clear, no? Okay. Mass, length and time. In the first system, I tell you, use the unit of mass as 10 kg. Can you understand? Don't use
Yes, sir.
1
1 gram as the unit. Don't use 1 kg as the unit, but use how many kgs as a unit?
10.
10 kg, okay? Don't use 1 kg, okay? Use 10 kg as the unit. Use 10 meters or centimeters, doesn't matter right now. It can be any number. And time, use 10 hours, okay? Just an example. So you tell me now. Is it the same system or this is a totally different system?
Different systems.
Different system,
Yeah,
it is a
it's a
new
different
system. Yes, okay. So you know what? We can still convert, okay? And what will be the final unit, you know? Suppose I tell you, here the unit of, suppose I tell you to now convert. Suppose I tell you to convert force. 1 Newton, you saw, right? In CGS, 1 Newton will look like how much, guys? 10 to the power 5. Not arc, sorry. Dynes, no? You remember this, right? Check.
Yes, sir.
1 Newton
Yes, sir.
converted into CGS will look like 10 to the power 5. Right? In this new system, it may look like this. Okay, I'm just writing a very wrong number right now, 10 to the power 9. But I cannot write newtons here. I cannot write dynes here. This will be a totally new unit. Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because it's a new system, and even I have not even decided what should I call it. I can call it. I cannot call it newtons. I cannot call it dynes. But maybe I can call it some other thing, right? So I am going to call it new unit. Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So your question is about this now. Okay, please check. See. Let's check. Okay, see. They are asking us to convert. Find the value of 60 joules per minute. That means 60 joules divided by minute, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Then we are going to convert it. Okay. Find the value, right, of this quantity on a system which is a new system actually. Okay. The question is about a new system where the unit of mass is how much they are given. See, guys, 100 grams you have to take as a unit. Okay. 100 centimeter you have to take as a unit, and 1 minute you have to take as a unit of mass, length and time. Okay, so this is mass, this is length, and this is time. So you tell me, okay, we are going to convert this into this new system. I think you are clear, right? I think you are clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now let's try to, first of all, we have to make sure that we write this thing properly, okay? Because see, joule has time inside it, and they have already also given minute here, per minute. So let's try to convert that first, okay? Then I'll tell you what is N1 and U1. Please check, okay? N1 U1, okay, please check. N1 U1, you will agree, right? It is how much? 60 joules, right? Check. Right, that is joules.
Yes, sir.
This is joules. Per minute means divided by minute, so I have per minute here, you can check. Per minute means per 1 minute. Is it okay to check?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I cannot
sir.
do this. Okay, I cannot do this. I cannot write as seconds and I cannot write minutes. Okay, that is wrong, no? Because minute and seconds are unit of time. I cannot have two units in the same expression like that. Doesn't make sense. Okay. So we are going to convert first of all this. Otherwise, we cannot proceed. Okay. I hope you are clear with this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes,
check.
sir.
Yeah, check. Okay. So 60, I have written 60. Kg is fine. Meter square is fine. Second square is also fine. -2. But 1 minute is written as 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Okay. So now check. This seconds, when I bring it up, is going to look like how? It is going to look like second or second minus 1?
Second minus 1.
Minus 1.
Second minus 1 with this -2 will become how much, guys? Check. Second to the power
Second minus 3.
-3.
-3.
Yeah. And the 60 and 60 will get cancelled. So how much we get, guys? 1, no?
1 kg.
Yeah. Yeah. So see, our first measurement, which is 60 joules per minute, instead of this, I can also write how much? Right? I think this part is clear.
Yes, sir.
Instead of writing 60 joules per minute, I can write this. So basically our question is to convert this one, no? So I'm going to call it N1 and U1. You're basically clear what is N1. N1 is 1. Unit number 1 is kg, then meter square, and second -3. I think this is clear, right? This part?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's check now, okay? So what is M1, guys? Tell me now. M1. Unit of mass in the
1
first
kg.
system. 1 kg. Unit of length in the first system. 1
1
meter.
meter.
Yes. And unit of time in the first system. 1 seconds. Okay.
1 second.
So M2 is also clear. 100 grams they have given. 100 grams, 100 centimeters, 1 minute. Okay, time. Right? This is also clear. Okay, now we proceed. See, now we write N2 as usual, like this. You are clear with this also, I'm sure. Be a general formula, right, to convert. Yes, so we are okay with this, I'm sure. Okay, let's write now. Okay, so N2 we are finding, yes, N2. N1 is 1, yes. In the first system we have kg. In the second system the unit is 100 grams. I have written 100 here. M2 is 100. Check. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Unit of length in the second system is 100 centimeters. I have written 100 centimeters. Unit of time is 1 minute. I have written here 1 minute. To the power -3, as you can understand why I have written -3. You can also understand 2, and also I think you can also understand 1 here. I think this part is clear. I don't have to explain. No, I think it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anybody having doubts, please ask me. Okay. Then let's quickly solve it. Okay, I don't have to do much. 1 kg is written as 1000 gram divided by 100 grams. 1 meter is 100 centimeter divided by this. 1 second minute, you know, 1 second, this is 60. Okay. So yeah, I think I don't have to talk much here. You are good in maths, I'm sure. Gram cancels, centimeter cancels, seconds and cancels. 1000 by 100 is 10. This is 1 only, so I'm writing 1, but we have a square here, so I'm writing a square. You can see this is inverted now. 1 by 60 has become 60 by 1, but the power has become positive power. I think this is clear. Okay, so when I do this, see, I got this one. See, N2, the numerical value we have got, and that is equal to 2.6, whatever it is, 2.16 into 10 to the power 6. So what is the final answer, guys? See your final answer. Final answer is very interesting. See, 60 joules per minute can be written as what? 2.16 into 10 to the power 6. But what will I call it, guys? Will I call it, can I call it gram? Can I call it other things, centimeter, and then second like that, -2 or -3? Can I write like this? This is not allowed, because our unit is grams or not, no longer grams. Our unit is no longer grams. It is 100 grams. Our unit is not centimeter.
No longer
It is
grams.
it is 100 centimeters. Okay, it is not centimeter. So I'm not allowed to write like that. So I just going to call it what, guys? I'm going to call it new units. Can you understand? You could have named it anything. Okay, I don't. We don't care actually. Okay, but we right now we just call it new units. Guys, are you clear with this second problem that I've done just now? This number 2.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
So you have to practice,
Yes, sir.
of course. You can see already. You have to practice. Okay. Okay. I'm done right now. Conversion. I think we are ready to go for the next application. Okay. So tell me, what is the first application of dimensions, guys? What is the first application of dimensions? Using dimensions, we can
Conversion of units.
conversion of units. Yes. From one system of units, I can go to any other system of units. Okay. So that is the first one. Okay. You also should remember by now what is principle of homogeneity of dimensions. Anybody who can tell me roughly what is principle of homogeneity of dimensions? What is that, guys?
So in a dimensional equation, the
Yes.
dimensions of all the
Terms.
terms should be equal.
Should be same. Okay, should be equal, or let's say should be same. Yes, that is your principle of homogeneity, and we are going to use that. Okay, so check our next application. We have already done it actually, but no problem. So our second application is, you know what is this one? See, you'll understand the moment we start proceeding. Okay, see, we can check. Okay, we can check whether a given relation, okay, physical relation, okay, the formula, whatever you give me, we can check whether it is correct or not. I think you are clear, no? We can check whether a given formula is correct or not, or let's say dimensionally correct or not. Okay, to be more accurate, dimensionally correct or not. So see, we will use which principle, guys? We will use principle of homogeneity. Okay, because that means if every term has same dimensions, then yes, it is dimensionally correct. I've already shown you, so I'll just show you the example first one very quickly. So we have to check this one, right? So what will we do, guys? Check. We'll find the dimension of the first term, dimension of the second term, dimension of the third term. All of them has become L, L, and L. That means dimension of every term is same. Dimension of S equal to dimension of ut equal to dimension of half at square. Therefore, dimensions of all the terms are same. Therefore, this given relation is dimensionally correct by the principle of this one is done. Okay, so I think you are clear with this. I'll send you, you read it. Okay, okay. Let's take another one. Okay, this one. So you have to understand what is what. Okay, in the formulas when they give, you have to go with more practice. But don't worry, you will go, of course. Check. See. So what is this equation? You have seen this equation ever? This one, guys?
Yes, sir.
This is E equals to MC
Yes,
square.
yes,
Okay.
theory of relativity.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So just identify what is what here. Tell me what's E.
Energy.
Energy. Okay, good.
Energy.
Okay, what is M here? What do you think?
Mass.
Mass. Yes. And what is C here?
So light.
Speed of light.
Speed of light.
Light
Speed.
plus speed of light.
Speed of light. Okay. So we have to check how many terms are there, guys, in this equation or formula.
3.
3 or 3? How many terms?
2 term.
This is a term and this is a term, no? Left hand side we have one term.
Yes, sir.
Right hand side we have one term, no? So 2, right?
Yes.
So we have to check the dimension of left hand side first. Okay, let's check. Okay, let's check all the terms. E dimension is energy, right? So what is the dimension of energy, guys? ml square T minus 2 joules, right? This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are clear, I'm sure. Okay, this one, right? Okay, what is the dimension of mc square? Let's check that. Okay, dimension of mc square means dimension of m multiplied with dimension of c square. M is mass, so I'm writing dimension of mass. Speed is meters per second, distance by time, so it is L by T, and the square is there, so we have square, no? So now we just put here, see, so M, I have M here, then L is L square, so I'm writing here L square, and T is how much, guys? Minus 2, no, power, so we have that. So we just compare. The dimension of E and MC square are different or same? Compare this and this. Same, right?
Same.
Okay,
So they are the same.
Same. So I think you can understand how to proceed now, no? Since every term has same dimensions, therefore the given equation is dimensionally correct. Okay, so this part I think is clear. Is okay, right? This one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everybody's clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I think we can go to number 3. Okay, like this we are going to solve many. Okay, so that later you will not have any problem. From your schools also, if you get new questions, you can bring in the tuition. Okay, we will solve them also. Okay, see now. The next one is again same question. Check whether the given relation is correct or not dimensionally. Okay, so see, what is this? I'll tell you one by one what is what. Okay, I'll tell you first what is going on here. See, there's a pendulum. You know pendulum, of course, by now.
Yes,
Pendulum, this bob has a mass m, no? This is a bob, it has a mass, okay, m. Then this is the length of the string. And if I release it at certain point, right, it's going to make oscillations. It's going to go back and forth, okay? So it's going to go here, stop there for some time, okay, very fraction of a second, it is going to stop there, then come back and reach here again, right? When it reaches back there, okay, in its initial point, you know, it has completed one oscillation. I'll show you again, see. If it starts from here, you go to one end, and again come back and reach here, right? You have completed how many oscillations, guys?
One
One
oscillation.
One oscillation.
Yeah, that is called time period. I'm repeating again, that is called what? Time period of the pendulum. Okay, and now they have given a formula. Check, guys. The time period, according to, okay, some calculations or let's say derivation, we get this one. They have given it already, don't worry about this, okay? So look, time period is equal to how much, guys? 2 pi, right? 2 pi root over of, this is the length of the string, or we call it effective length also, but it is length, and divided by what is this, guys?
Excellent.
Acceleration degree. So this is some formula we have. So we have to check whether this is true or not, okay? But basically, I think you understand what is what here, right? So now you tell me how to check. How many terms are there? First tell me that. One on the left hand side, yes. One on the left hand side. This one. And one on the right hand side. So we have to check. Yeah, 2 terms, okay. So we'll check one by one. So tell me, what is the dimension of time period? Time period is like measurement time, right?
Yes, sir.
How much time it takes means
Yes,
you're
sir.
measuring time. So dimension of time period is what?
Time.
T. Time.
T.
Okay, yes. Now we have to measure not measure, but find out the dimension of right hand side. No, that is your 2 pi root over L by G. Okay. So check, I've written there. I'm writing dimensions, so we have to give square brackets every time. Don't just write like that. You please give the square brackets. We are talking in terms of dimensions. Okay, fine. Now tell me, is 2 pi required or not required? 2 pi.
So not required.
Not required.
Because pi is not going to have any dimensions like
Has
m,
no
l or
dimensions.
p. Yeah, pi doesn't have dimension. 2 doesn't have dimension. Okay. The only dimension term is what? Root over L by G. Okay. Don't leave out root also. Okay. Root is like power, and power you cannot skip. Okay, in dimensions, no, because power can be length square, time square. Okay, so don't leave out root. Okay. So check. Root over L by G means dimension of root over L divided by dimension of root over G. I think this part is clear. Check, guys. I'm going slow.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then dimension of length is what, guys? This is length, right? So it is length here. L is the length, no? Length of the pendulum. So length dimension. G is acceleration, right? All of you will agree, no? G is acceleration. So what is the dimension of acceleration? L t minus 2 meter per second square. Meter per second square. Length by time square. So we have that. Okay. To the power how much, guys?
Half.
Half. Because root means, I think all of you know, no? Square root means actually
To the power half.
To the power
to
half.
the power half. Okay, so if I write root over of 5, it means to say 5 to the power half. Okay, so I think, yeah, this part is also clear. Okay, fine. So see, I've given length to the power half, and whatever is g, the dimension to the power half. I think it's clear. Okay, so now length comes here as L to the power half. This is L, okay, this, the denominator L also has how much power, guys? Check. Half. So I'm writing that L to the power half. T to the power, check, this is like that, okay. T to the power minus 2 to the power how much? Half, right?
Half.
Yeah. So this 2 and half, they cancel or not? Check. Because you're going to multiply them, no?
Yes,
So
sir.
that's why this
Yes,
2
sir.
and this 2 gets cancelled. So only thing is left is what? T to the power minus 1. So I have that T to the power minus 1. Okay. Now on top, if you look, this is L to the power plus half, and this is actually what? When it goes up, it is L to the power minus half, no? Minus half. So L to the power plus half and minus half, you can directly cancel also like that. L to the power 0 you are going to get. Okay. L to the power half minus half is like L to the power 0. It is like 1 only, no? So you can remove the length. Okay. Okay. So this one, when I take it up, is going to look like what, guys?
T.
T. So do you understand that entire dimension of the right hand side is nothing but equal to how much? T, right? That means the dimension of the left hand side was T. Okay, in the right hand side also it is T, or every term has same dimension. See, I'm writing here the last step. So tell me, this formula is correct or dimensionally correct? Dimensionally correct. Okay. So later when I send you this notes, please practice. Okay. Don't take much time. Do it today only. Okay. Let's check now. This is your homework. Okay. I'm not going to do it. This is your assignment. I'll help you out with what is what. Okay. Please check. See. What is what here, guys? Yeah. What is F? I think you already know. Force.
Force.
S is what, guys? S here. Displacement. M is mass. Then, oops. V is velocities. We have velocity square. U is also velocity, initial and final. So please check whether it is correct or not. Okay, this one, huh? So this is your homework. Here also I don't have to explain to you. E is energy. mgh half mv square, you already know. This also formula you have seen before, I'm sure, right? This one, check. Number C.
Yes, sir.
V square. Yes. Okay, so you have to check this also later. Okay, you check and let me know. You can do. Then this is what? Half mv square equal to mass into acceleration. Do you think it will be same or not? What do you think? Who can tell me about number D? If you can tell me number D same or not, I'll be very happy directly without doing anything. Do you think it is correct or not? This one, dimensionally correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Just think without dimensions, or just apply any knowledge that you have and tell me. What do you think?
I don't think so. It's dimensionally
Correct.
Yeah, it cannot be dimensionally correct. Can you tell me why? Anybody can
Because
answer.
in velocity the unit is meter per second, and when you square it, it'll be meter square per second square. Whereas in acceleration, it's only
Okay, that is a long way to explain. Okay, you can do it like that. Okay, but short way. Anybody who can tell me?
Is force is equal to mass plus acceleration. That's the formula.
This is force, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But what do you think is this?
Sir, it's energy.
Energy.
So energy can equal to.
Can energy be equal to force? Do you think they're same type of
No.
quantities or
No,
different?
sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
So the dimension of MA cannot be equal to dimension of
MV.
half mv square. Okay,
Half
so you have
mv
to
square.
check. You have to check. Okay, so you tell me later. After you have to do it, of course, using dimensions, but directly also you can do it. No, okay. So that is one thing. So I think we are fine with how to check, right? Is it okay? I think I can say it's okay. One second. Anybody of you got positive in between corona?
No, sir.
No. Okay, fine.
No, sir.
Okay, we are still meeting online, so it's fine. No, if you get no. Okay, I hope so. I don't have. Then, yeah, what was I saying there? Okay, we have done 2 applications. Okay, I think you are clear with both the applications. So I will just start the next application. Okay, you are tired, guys? Are you tired?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. Anybody tired?
Yes, sir.
Who's that? Who's that?
Charge is almost
Who's
there.
that? Who's that lazy student saying tired? Huh? Already started.
Not me, sir. I said the charge is almost dead, sir.
For youth, always that has been an epic excuse for you, no? Since the
So
very
that phones
beginning.
I'm using, sir.
Since last year, no? Not last year, last year. You are there since class 11, no, with me?
So I joined in at the end of class 11,
Or at the end of class 11, yes, okay.
So right after, so I think I joined only 1 month before the finals in class 11.
Yes, okay, see. So Krishan, this is what you need to do for dimensions. Can you understand? If they ask you in competitive exams.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you want to take rest, Krishan, you can take rest. I'll just talk a bit with other students. Okay. Bye, Krishan. If you want to go ahead. You want to go? You don't want to go? You can stay also, huh? I'm just saying.
It's okay, sir, because my phone is at 21%, sir. But if
Oh,
you reach it, then 10%, sir, then I have to go, sir.
Okay. 21% is good enough. Okay, see.
Yes, sir, still good.
So yeah, okay. So see, guys. So I'll just introduce to you what is the final one. Okay, the final one is very nice. Okay, but it has a lot of steps. But we will try to do it. See, guys. I'll explain to you what is this. Okay, this is the third application of dimensional formula. Okay, your school is definitely going to do it. Okay, and of course you can ask me any problem you have. But yeah, let me introduce to you very, very generally. Okay, very casually. Okay, see, I'll just write something. And then I'll show you. See, yeah, let me start writing here. See, guys, okay. We came across a formula which looks like this: T equals to 2 pi root over of L by G. Just an introduction, okay. We can do it next day also, no problem, okay. But see, so you know what does it mean? See, if I have a pendulum, Bob, of mass m, maybe 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, okay, and we have length here, maybe 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter. How much time this pendulum takes to go to the other end and come back to the same point, that is called time period. And according to this formula, if you look carefully, the time period depends on what, guys? Check. What is this?
Length. Effective length.
Length. Effective length. Yeah, to be more accurate. Okay. Now, tell me, what does it mean? Time period depends on this length. That means if I take a pendulum of very long length, what kind of time period you are going to experience? Okay, will it take shorter time or longer time to oscillate?
Longer time.
Longer time.
Longer time.
Yes, longer time. That is the meaning of this formula, right? Okay. One more thing, okay. Check the acceleration due to gravity. It is directly or inversely dependent on that.
Inversely.
Inversely, yes. That means if gravity is large, in such a place the time period will be less. Yes, it will take less time. Can you give an example? Suppose I take a pendulum to Jupiter, what will happen? It will oscillate much faster in Jupiter.
It should
Oscillate
oscillate faster.
Yeah, it will oscillate much faster and will take less time, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, because Jupiter, what do you think? Gravity is high or low there?
It's really high.
Gravity is low or high? Jupiter, very big planet. Very big planet. Higher, yes. Gravity is going to pull you like anything, no, in Jupiter, okay? So in Jupiter, the G is very large, but time taken by the pendulum will be very fast, no? What about moon? Let's compare to Earth and moon. What do you think, guys? Earth and moon.
So it will take less.
in the moon.
More time, yes, it will take
Some
more
more
time
time.
because gravity is less in moon. Okay, fine, you got the idea, okay? But you notice something, mass is appearing or not appearing in the formula? Mass of the bob.
So it's not then.
Mass is not
It is
appearing.
not appearing.
So what does it mean? Who can tell me? Just we are having some general conversation, okay? So if mass is not appearing, what does it mean?
Mass does not affect the time period.
Very good. Yes, mass does not affect the time period of the pendulum. That means you come and keep here 1 kg, you come and keep here 2 kg, come and keep 3 kg without changing the length and gravity. Then all the three, right? The 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, all of them will oscillate together. Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I hope you understand that part, no? Okay. So I hope that I made it clear. Now you know what? We are going to show, okay, see. And you have to also understand one more thing, okay? What is the power with length here? It is half. The power with acceleration due to gravity is also how much? Half or minus half? Ah,
Minus half.
minus half, minus
Minus
half,
half.
minus half, okay.
Minus half.
Now suppose I tell you, okay, that, yeah, suppose I tell you I write another formula, 2 pi, okay, suppose I write LG, right? This is definitely wrong, right? This is definitely wrong. Okay, this cannot be correct at all, okay? So our job is now to use, you know what? Our job is to use dimensions because we are doing application of dimensions. We will use dimensions and derive relation for your time period, okay, using the knowledge of dimension. Now I know it is not making sense, but we are not going to check this formula. No, we are not going to check this formula. We are actually going to derive or reach till this formula or this form. Can you understand? Dimension can help us do that also. Are you clear? We are going to reach this formula. So it's very, very deadly, no? Dimensions, right? Okay, can you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we are trying to, you know what? We're trying to find out what does time period depends upon and to what powers. To the power half or to the power square or to the power what and what, okay? We are trying to do that, okay? For this, I'm going to write like this, okay? I'm going to give you this example only. Check, see. So we can start like this, see guys. I'm going to say the time period. I hope everybody's clear with what is time period, no? Time period depends. Tell me, looking at this diagram, okay? Tell me, what do you think time period depends upon?
Length.
Length. But do we know the power or we don't know the power? Don't say we know half, okay? Don't go to that. Don't think we know this. We don't know, okay? We don't know the formula, huh? So tell me, what does time period depends upon? Length.
Length.
But to the power how much? We know or
So
we
we
do not
don't
know.
know.
We don't know. Dimension is going to help us give that, okay? It depends on length, but to what powers it is going to tell us. Let us just keep to the power A. Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
We'll find this. We'll find this. No problem with that. Okay. Tell me, the acceleration due to gravity affects the value of t or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So
Yes, sir.
let's give g to the power how much?
Minus a.
B.
B. Let's give another power, right? Some other power, right? Don't say minus a, okay? Because we don't know, no? B can be equal to minus a, no problem. But let's give how much? B.
B.
Okay. Depends on mass or not? At the beginning, what do you think?
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes,
at the beginning, if I would have not told you, you will tell me it depends on
Mass.
mass. To the power how much?
C.
To the
C.
power c. Okay, so now this is our starting. I hope you are clear with this, no, till now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
T depends, okay, proportional sign, I hope you understand. T depends on length to some powers, depends on G to some powers, to the power M to some powers, okay. This information will be given. They will tell you T depends on length, T depends on gravity, T depends on mass. This is what they will tell you in the question, okay. We will exactly use the dimensional thing. See guys, now, do you know how to remove the proportionality sign? We can remove by what sign?
Constant. We have to.
Add a constant.
So we can use a constant.
We have to multiply by constant. Okay, fine. We have to multiply by constant. On any one side you can multiply. You can multiply on the left hand side, on the right hand side, doesn't matter. Okay. Then I should write what now? L to the power A, G to the power B, and M to the power C. I think this part is clear, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But this is our starting. Okay. Time period depends on these things. Now we are writing equal to. Okay. Now you will also agree with me. Okay. Because we are talking about dimensions, you are going to say that, yeah, dimension on the right hand side should be equal to dimension of
Left hand side.
Left
left hand
hand
side, and provided provided I have a constant term which has no dimensions. Can you understand? This constant term should have dimension or should have no dimensions.
No dimension.
Just like this, see, we have here this formula, you already know, t equals to 2 pi root over L by G. If this constant term also has dimensions, then we cannot apply this method. Whatever we are doing, if this has dimensions, if this has dimensions, we cannot proceed. Can you understand? I know
Yes.
I know it is not fully clear,
Yes, sir.
but I know it is not fully clear, but at least some part is clear, no? Okay. But at least we know right now that whatever constant we have, it should not have any dimensions. Otherwise we cannot proceed and get the result. Okay. And one more thing, okay. No chance, okay. With no chance I can show you that the constant is equal to 2 pi. No chance. Using dimensions I cannot do that. Are you clear what I'm trying to say? No chance I can find out that t equals to 2 pi. No chance that I can show you that the constant is equal to 2 pi. No chance, because the constant doesn't have dimensions at all. We cannot do it. I cannot show you. Okay. This constant in any expression you will see comes because of experiments only. Otherwise we cannot find this constant. Okay. I hope you understand a little bit of it. No need to ask me why or how. No need at this point. Okay. But some points are clear, right, guys? Is it okay to know?
Yes, sir.
Okay, some points are clear. That is good enough for us. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, let's check now. Okay, so see. Okay, waiting, guys. So now you tell me, what is the method for dimension? We know, right? In dimensional equation, to be correct, dimension of every term. So t is a term, this is a term, and the dimension should be same. Okay. So what is the dimension of the left hand side, guys? Tell me. T. Dimension of time period is t only. Yes. I'll write in another way. Okay. Can I write m to the power 0, L to the power 0, and t to the power 1? Can I do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, this part is
Yes,
clear.
sir.
Okay. Now let's go to dimension on the right hand side. Tell me, guys, dimension on the right hand side. L to the power a dimensions, g to the power b dimensions, and m to the power c dimensions. Okay? Yeah. So let's write now this one. Tell me the dimension of L. L is very much clear for us. We know L is length.
L.
So L to the power a, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, L to the power a. This is clear. I think this is not a big deal for us. We are comfortable, I guess. What is G, guys? G. Acceleration due to gravity.
LT minus
LT
2.
minus
LT minus 1. So whole thing to the power how much? Because G to the power B, so whole thing to the
So
power.
minus 2.
Minus 2.
Oh, minus 2. Minus 2. Yes, minus 2. Please correct me, okay? I will make many mistakes in between, huh? And you will make more mistakes in exam, okay? So yeah. So no problem. So see. Yes, tell me.
Sir.
Waiting. Yes, yes.
So 10% charge
Bye,
left
bye,
on my
bye,
phone,
bye,
sir.
bye,
This
bye,
part
bye.
I understand.
You understand,
So-
no?
So after this, sir, you'll be teaching any more topics, or is this
No,
the last topic?
This is the last topic. This is the last topic, Krishan.
Okay, so this topic I understood, sir.
Okay, bye, bye. Good night, huh?
Yes, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night,
Thanks.
huh? Okay. What about this? What about, yeah. Okay, so what is this, guys? This is mass. So what should I write, guys?
M.
M to the power C.
C.
Okay,
C.
let's collect all of them. Okay, now.
C.
Yeah, so we'll collect all of them. See, we'll collect the M powers, we'll collect the L powers and T powers now. Please collect the M powers, guys. What is the power of M here? C, right?
C.
Okay. L, what is the power of L?
A
Only
plus B.
This is A here, and we have L to the power
A
B,
plus
right?
minus 2.
Check
A
nicely.
minus 2.
Minus,
A plus B.
check. This is A and this is, do you think this is minus B or just B with L?
B.
B. Just B.
B with
Just
L.
B.
B
So,
with L.
so this is the base, no? L is the base
A
and
plus
A
B.
and B are the powers. So, what should I write, guys? L to the power?
A plus B.
A plus B.
Very good, very good. A plus B, yes. Okay, then T. T to the power how much, guys?
Minus 2.
Minus 2B.
Oh, minus 2B.
Minus 2B.
Yes, minus 2B. Okay. So we got, okay, we have arranged it properly. Okay. Now you'll agree to me, right? See. Oh, by the way, I have not written the constant. Okay. Do you notice? I should write constant, no, on the right hand side here. But I should write dimension of constant actually, no? But I told you, right? I can derive it
Yes.
provided this constant has no dimensions. Okay.
Dimension.
That's why I'm not even writing it. I think it's clear, no, this part?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now see.
So question, sir.
Yes, please ask. You're very good. Yes, ask.
So for the LHS, how did you get 0, L0, and T1?
Okay, because see, look at the left hand side. We have time dimensions, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does it have any mass dimension or no mass dimensions?
No mass, sir.
That means m to the power 0. That means there is no mass measurement. Right?
Yes, sir.
Because this is time period, no? It is time period. I think now it's clear, I think, no? Now it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Even length, right? It's not there, no? It's time period. Time period you will tell me in 2 seconds. Time period is equal to 2 seconds. That means the pendulum is taking 2 seconds to go back and forth. So there is no measurement of mass, there is no measurement of length. So m0, L0. I think this is clear, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So
Yes, sir.
now you all tell me. This is the dimension on the right hand side, and this is the dimension on the left hand side. Yeah? Yeah. So do you agree that they should be different or they should be exactly same?
They should be same.
They should be same. They cannot be different. If they are different, then this formula will be wrong, no? So that's why. See now. Do you agree? M to the power how much here, guys? C. And here how much we get? M to the power?
0.
So the C value must be equal to how much?
0.
Yeah, because they are equal. They have same dimensions. Therefore, equating. Okay, we can write equating the dimensions on the left hand side and right hand side. I'm not writing it. Okay, so they have okay, powers can be equated. So therefore, we get C equal to how much, guys? 0. Now look at this one. This is L to the power A plus B on the right hand side. What is on the left hand side? L to the power how much?
0.
That means A plus B must be equal to powers must be same. If L is 0 here, here also it should be 0, no? So it's same. That is A plus B should be equal to 0. Okay. Okay. Last one. Okay. T to the power minus 2, minus 2B, and here we have how much?
1.
1. So what should be same, guys? What should I write? Minus
B
2B
2B equals 1.
equal to 1. Okay. So we got our C, that is quite okay, but we haven't got our B and A. Okay. But you will agree, right? I can use this and find what?
B.
B. So B is equal to how much? Minus.
Minus 1 by 2.
Now since I got B, I can apply here, right?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes.
and get our A. Okay. So what is A plus B is how much? Minus half. Equal to 0. Right, check. Because I applied the B value
Yes,
there.
sir.
Okay, yeah. So now you tell me what is A equal to?
Half.
Half. So see, we got our A, we got our B, and we got our C. Let's not forget what we have written initially. See, we wrote time period depends on length to the power A, G to the power B, and M to the power C. Now I'm ready to write. See, guys, T is proportional to L to the power what? A. And A value is how much? Half. So I'm going to go back and put here half. Do you realize we got something, no? Right?
Yes, sir.
And G to the power B. B is how much?
Minus half.
Minus half is 1 over root 2.
Minus
Yes.
half.
Minus half. And M, that is mass of the pendulum to the power C.
0.
0. Yes. Okay, so we have that also. See. So you know how to write this one after this, right? This is like writing T is proportional to root over of L by
L
G.
by G.
But do you notice I have no chance of getting the constant, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is this called? Tell me. What have I done, guys? You know, what have I done?
Yes,
I
sir.
have done something. What have I done? Yes, tell me. I have. Let me help you out. Look at the heading.
Derived relation.
I have derived relation or formula for any physical quantity, okay, which depends on few things by the method of dimensions, right?
Dimensions.
Okay, now check something, okay. Look at this. How have I written this one, okay? X is a quantity which depends on what? Y to some powers, general formula actually. X is a quantity which depends on what? Z to some powers. X is a quantity which depends on anything like M to some powers. Okay, A, B, C are powers, they are numbers, clearly numbers, and that is what we are looking for. Okay, guys, I will send you exactly the same problem which I have done right now with you. Okay, and so that we have got till here. K is a constant. We did not write constant, but K. Okay, in place of that. So I think that is okay. Can I say okay for today? No, I think.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Still anybody has problem, you can ask me. Okay. Otherwise, bye. Okay. You can say good night. Good night. Then those who want to leave, you can
Good
say
night,
bye-bye.
sir.
Good
Thank
night.
you, sir.
Good night.
That's it.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good
Thank you,
night.
sir. Good
Thank
night.
you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Good night.
sir.
Thank you.